This might be not just the best Layton remix or cover, but this might be one of the best remixes, covers, clone, impression, inspired buys ever done. Yeah, we got to talk about this one. Yo, what's going on, party people, fat boy family? I hope that you are having an amazing week, but guess what? The weekend is basically here, and it's Fat Boy Friday. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. So if you know, appreciate you guys tuning in. I can't talk today. If this is your first time tuning in, definitely feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. And while you're ready, go ahead and click that bell so you can be notified every single time I post a Fat Boy Friday to the channel. I almost forgot. I had another video scheduled to come out today, but I want to go back and do some things with it, so I'm going to save that. So I'm actually recording this live, and as it goes live on Friday, Hurricane Helene is raising hell. Coming through Florida and on the west side through the Gulf, and then going up through Georgia, like devastation, in central Georgia area. West Appalachians, man, you got North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee getting pulverized right now. We've been having tornado warnings all day. So I hope you and your family are safe wherever you are, whatever it is that you're experiencing. So it's a stormy, it's a rainy type of Fat Boy Friday, but nonetheless, it's Fat Boy Friday. I appreciate every one of you all that got a chance to participate in the giveaway. I did post the winners, you know what I'm saying, on the community page. So if you're one of those people, I've already made contact with Jared. So we're getting that sent out this weekend. Hopefully, if it's still not a flood outside, I can get it done today. But most likely it looks like it's going to be tomorrow. But check the community page for that, man. And the live last night, I went live with Dedrick. It was my welcome to the league moment. You know what I'm saying? Dope, epic conversation. You guys hung out. Great numbers, man. Great conversation with my brother. So I appreciate the words of affirmation he gave me and things going forth with that. And then we went live last night on my own personal channel and on here and on IG to almost like 12 o'clock, fam. And y'all showed up again. And I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired, but it's Fat Boy Friday. Got to make it happen. Got to get it done. And I want to talk about Stop bugging, bruh. All right, I'm good. I'm not hitting stop. Gem to content creators, just keep recording, man. People need to see, they need to know that it's authentic. And y'all have gotten a chance to really get to know me now, so I'm one of those wild and crazy kids. I'm from the Double Dare generation. I'm from the Legends of the Hidden Temple, the Guts generation. So I'm crazy, I'm from the Coolio. It's all that. I need to go back to sleep because y'all had me up for a minute. Nonetheless, y'all know I can talk. Let me just go ahead and jump into the conversation. You have one of the most famous, you have Blue Day Chanel. We have Blue Day Chanel. You have Dior Sauvage. I'm gonna throw, what else am I gonna throw into that list? I'm gonna throw, and I'm not going where you think I'm going. You have Creed Aventus, and then you have Parfums de Marly Layton. Where I mean, like, we talking possibly Mount Rushmore's most discussed fragrances in Fragcom, like from a historical standpoint. Layton is one of those that's in that conversation. You can throw BR540, you can throw that in there as well. MFK. But Layton is one of those, especially from the Parfums de Marly line, that people love to talk about, and especially because there are 1,000 clones. And I already know we're gonna get a disclaimer. There will be no clone slander. No designer slander, no niche slander on this channel. And like I said, y'all already know, I'm switching terminology. So I'm trying hard not to refer to them as clones. For me personally, I'm calling them remixes or covers, you know, because of the correlation between fragrance and music. But I'll still say the word clone because, you know, I know everybody else is like, what's a remix? I thought we was talking about fragrance. We are talking about the same thing. Nonetheless, Layton is one of those that has been done. For full transparency context, I do not currently own a full bottle of Layton. I have a 10 ml decant. I have previously owned a bottle. I told y'all I have gifted more things than I have kept for myself. Some of these things you gift and you'd be like, probably shouldn't have done that. But that's my love language. You know, I'm a giver. Definitely gonna get a full bottle of Layton again. But I'm very familiar with the scent. You have, as far as clones or covers or remixes, impressions inspired bys, you have the also famous Detour Noir, which is by Al Haramain. Very well done, leans a little bit woody. You have Amber Oud Bleu Exclusif, which is not Al Haramain. Like Amber Oud basically cloned Al Haramain, presentation, bottles, and everything. And the name of the line is literally just Amber Oud, and then you have Bleu Exclusif. Don't get that confused with Blue Edition. Al Haramain's Amber Oud Blue Edition, which is a clone of Bleu de Chanel, if I'm not mistaken. More of a woody take on that as well. You have one of my favorites, I think you've seen a short about this, which is Lalique, black and white, which is more of a spicier take on Layton. You have Maison Alhambra. Is it Maison Alhambra? Yeah, so you have Detour Noir. That's Maison Alhambra as well, right? I could be wrong. Hold on. I think I got that right when I said that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. No, Haramain. Haramain is Detour Noir. Maison Alhambra is Layton. You know, they kind of have that bottle that kind of looks similar to the Parfums de Marly Layton bottle. And there are a few others that I've seen hit the market recently. I'm pretty sure Alexandria probably has one. I'm pretty sure Deux has a version. I'm pretty sure Yeoman Leo probably has a version. I mean, because it's like you have Aventus, you have Bleu de Chanel, you have Dior, you have that BR540 DNA. These are like the most replicated DNAs like ever. Layton is on that list. And so you have all of these, and then here comes, it's not new. I'm very familiar with the line. It's not new. There have been, I think Neeb has talked about it. Ross has talked about it. I think I've seen two or three other people talk about it that I'm not really familiar with, but I do know those two, Neeb and Ross, have definitely talked about this previously. And I've had it for a good little chunk of change. You guys know I've talked about this line in particular from Paris Corner, North Stag Expressions. And so you have, I talked about Quattro, which was Afternoon Swim. Talked about Toi, which was Imagination. I do not have you know, however you want to pronounce it. I took French, so, you know, but I know people will say it differently. But I was able to get my hands on Deux from the house of Paris Corner. We have North Stag Expressions Deux. And you heard me say it in the intro, and I'm gonna say it again. To me, in my opinion, based on everything I've experienced, and I've had a chance to experience a good number of them, this is the best in my opinion. I'm saying in my opinion because fragrance is subjective. But not just that, it's one of the best clones on the market, period. And for me, just to give context, when I say best on the market, I'm gonna get into the fragrance, but y'all know I love to give you context. I love to keep it 100% real and authentic and honest. For me, when I say best clones, this is what I'm comparing it to. To me, Afnan 9 p.m. is one of those ones. Latafa Eternal Oud is one of those ones. Paris Corner Rificat, or people correcting me, Rifakit, is one of those ones. Fragrance World Spectrate Ghost is one of those ones. Fragrance World F Le Parfum is one of those ones. French Avenue, which is Fragrance World Liquid Broom, is one of those ones. As we're talking about quality clones, Yeoman Leo, Basic Instinct, French Defense, Mind Game, one of those ones. Quattro, Afternoon Swim, one of those ones. As we're talking about DNAs that are super accurate, are just as mass appealing in the air and on skin as the OG, and you can get away with buying the remix, the cover, the clone, the impression, the inspired by, without sacrificing the integrity of the fragrance. There are a lot of times we buy things that are a remix. It's a twist. It's not a cover. It's a remix. They put a twist on it. You know what I'm saying? Add to that list Joe Milano, Joe Milano Wild Card, which is Bond Number 9 Lafayette Street, and Joe Milano Royale, which is Bond Number 9 Tribeca. I gotta throw Dual Brand in there, A Night in New York for New York Nights. There are certain fragrances that you can compromise on the price, and you're compromising just a hair on quality. Because if we just keep it honest, a lot of these niche brands and a lot of these higher end designer brands, they just are able to source quality oils. But now we're living in the age of gas chromatography, and people are able to just, spit out information from a machine that tells you the exact composition, how much of it they put. But just because I can go get a sesame bun, 2 all beef patties, some pickled onions, lettuce, and some cheese, and some $1,000 dressing, don't mean that it's gonna be a Big Mac. It's just gonna be my version, my cover of what the Big Mac is. Now, if I throw ketchup up there or something like that, that's a remix. And I'm now I'm kind of being like, this tastes different. You know what I'm saying? It's still a Big Mac and what I'm trying to create, but now I'm trying to put my spin on it. So when I talk about some of the best clones ever, that's the context that I'm giving. And this is one of those ones. So real quick, because y'all know I can talk. I've been talking too long already. I'm at 13 minutes. Oh my God. I know people is like, this guy, but I do what I do. And my people rock with me. And I got, timestamps in the description. Y'all know I already put it at the beginning. The actual review will start at this time. So I know when I'm gonna talk a lot, that's what it is. But I know people are gonna ask. People are gonna say, well, what about this version? What about this version? What about this version? So I like to go ahead and tell you. So number 1, we're gonna start with presentation, like I always do. Number 2, we're gonna start with scent DNA. Number 3, performance, and then number 4, my final thoughts. So Paris Corner, y'all talk about Latafa bottles and different things like that, but Paris Corner has some of the best just presentations that I've seen. This is the box, it's black. This is the box that you actually get. Look at that, look at the back. Oh, that's crazy work, man. Crazy work. And then you got all the information, the fragrance information on the side. You can see that clear. And it opens up. If you get this, you wouldn't know what was going on. And this is a little slippery. It opens up, in this style. So I'm gonna show you this first. I'm sitting here struggling. But this is how it actually opens up. And then the fragrance would actually sit in here. All right, so you can see that there, kind of that coffin style. All right, so just from a presentation standpoint, they go a long way. And I got to get a 4th bottle. Like I said, I got to get same thing. You got Deux, and then you actually got that on the back. So that's just from a bottle standpoint, just showing in your collection. that mirror, you know what I'm saying, up there gets real dusty, but yeah. All right. So Atomizer, show you this. Decent Atomizer. Yo, I just about smoked myself out. Could. So that ought to tell you right there. Yo, that is all in my nostrils. So it's got a wide spray. I was about to do it again so you can see it, but hopefully you caught that on camera. I'm gonna do it on skin. That Atomizer is pressure. And I'm not even doing a full like spray, hold it down. Woo. Or whatever, so. Yeah, that threw me. That threw, oh, woo. Like when I tell you it's all in my nostrils, all in my throat, that threw me. But immediately on the opening, you get that warm, spicy, because it was all in my throat. That vanilla, that fresh, spicy, woody, aromatic bomb. Aromatic bomb. Aromatic bomb. And like I said, you got the notes on the side of the box here, you know. So you get that apple, that lavender, that bergamot. Let me go in closer to see if you can see that. You can't really see that. It don't really matter, you know, but you get the apple, you know what I'm saying? The bergamot, the lavender, that mandarin orange. You get that vanilla, the cardamom, you know, there's some pepper, sandalwood, patchouli, gaiac wood, you know, so like the slightest stench, you know what I'm saying? Very slight in the dry down. And I love Layton because it has one of the most beautiful dry downs out of any scent ever. Harrod and Layton, Altair, Harrod, and Layton are my three favorite Parfums de Marlys. Harrod might be number one. I'm gonna say like 1A Harrod, 1B Altair, and Layton would be like 2. Harrod and Altair just go back and forth for me. But we're talking beautiful. And you really, the mandarin orange really pushes through. To me, that's what really brings that apple, that lavender, and that bergamot together. Arrow's Flame, I think it's blood orange. It's blood orange. What else has, Afternoon Swim has mandarin orange, if I'm not mistaken. It's something in particular I'm thinking about. But I get this similar feel, like blood orange, orange blossom, mandarin orange, and that's kind of the mix with the lavender and the apple. It gives me that same feel or whatever. I know that's nowhere even close, so don't hold me on that. I'm just describing things in my mind as far as when you add orange to things, like you would expect orange to give you more of that citrus, you know what I'm saying, type of feel, but it's not citrusy. You know, this is not a citrus fragrance, you know? So again, the orange adds that sweetness with that apple and that lavender and that bergamot. It smooths it out, but it gives you this fresh spicy, this woody spiciness, man, that's so good. And like I said, y'all know cardamom, vanilla, that's me all day. So as you start to get to that dry down, you start to get how some of those florals come through with the violet and the jasmine, and I think it's geranium also. When that stuff starts to come through, it just takes, it's like Gone with the Wind. It just takes, which leads into performance, because florals, if you understand how florals work in scents, and this is one of the things I want my audience to understand. I know a lot of you are OGs and goats in the game, but for my people that are really learning fragrance with me and diving into the science part of it, florals think of those like carrier oils. Think of florals like they're gonna carry, they're gonna project. So when you see people put florals in fragrances, yes, it's to give it a specific type of smell, you know, like fresh flowers or whatever. And some floral, you got white florals, and then you got some florals that are sweet or whatever. But these are, to me, like carrier oils. You know, if you understand anything about how to make your own perfume oil, your own fragrance oil, you got carrier oils where, to me, these florals are like, they just take that orange, that apple, that lavender, that bergamot, and then it wafts. To me, this is what the florals do. It wafts, and then once it finished wafting, it's like the butterflies done came. And once they get done flapping their wings while you tripping, now it starts to settle. It settles with that vanilla and that cardamom, and it really smooths out, man, which leaves, to me, the performance with this, some of the best performance I've gotten out of all of, definitely way better than Lalique. Detour Noir is probably some of the best performance I had. I can't say beast mode, but it's strong. So we're talking, you're gonna get real strong performance in like those first 3 to 4 hours. Maybe 2 to 3, but 3 to 4 on my skin, you know, and we're probably talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're talking around about 10 sprays on average. For me, great projection in those first 4 hours. We're talking at least a whole day, 8 to 10 hour longevity. Like I said, the butterflies, the florals, the bees, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna waft. So the scent bubble, the scent trail on this, to me, is magnificent. I'm not gonna say it's OD, like you can't smell me down the hall, but within, like, I'm gonna say 3 to 4 feet, you come within 3 to 4 feet of me, you can be like, oh my God. And then if I walk by you, you're gonna say, sir, oh my God, like, what are you wearing? That's what's gonna happen when you put this on. Accuracy from a clone remix cover standpoint, y'all know I've given high grades to Joe Milano Wildcard. You know I've given high grades to Joe Milano Royale. You know I've given high grades to Spectre Ghost. You know I've given high grades to Rificat. This is probably gonna be the highest grade I've ever given. I think the highest grade I've given is a 93, 94, 95, 96. No, I haven't given a 96. I'm giving this a 96. I think the highest grade I've ever given is Liquid Brune, and I think that's a 95. I could be wrong. Whatever the highest grade I've ever given, this is getting the highest grade. It's that good. It's that good. So you can spend the money. As a matter of fact, Joma Shop right now has a fall sale going on. So you can save a couple of dollars on Layton if you a niche snob. And let me not say niche snob. If you can afford it and you want to actually buy Layton, you can go buy Layton. Joma Shop has a fall sale going on right now, and I think they have it in stock, so it's not gonna be a shipping issue based on what I saw. I'm not pressed. Now they got a bottle of Harriet that I do want. I'm not pressed to buy Layton right now. That Harriet might be more my speed with that tobacco. Whoa, I'm loving that right now. But Walt, you really gotta chill. You really gotta chill, you tripping. But if you wanna save some money and get a high A, an A plus, as far as like experience, accuracy, performance, all of that, scent DNA, get this, man. Get this. You can buy, I think, Aroma Concepts. You can get this off of Amazon. Fragrance Buy, I think, has it. I think everybody has this at this point. I think for a while, you know, once that North Stag Expressions line came out, they were kind of hard to get. But I think now pretty much everybody, you know what I'm saying, is able to get it. And I think this has been out for a while. That's why I said this is not new somewhat to the community, because I feel like and Deux, I think is either, I think it's an Aventus DNA or a Dior Sauvage DNA. I'm not sure. But I think those were out for a minute. And then I think Trois and Quatre came along later. That's when I caught that hype train. But yeah, this is worth the hype. If anybody asks you what's the best Layton clone, and tell them I said it. Paris Corner, North Stag Expressions, Deux. Yeah, go get that. go get that right now. Let me know, because how long I've been talking? Ooh, this is a long video. 25 minutes. Woo, woo. I gave y'all a lot to talk about. But and I know some people gonna comment. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm gonna stop saying that stuff out loud. I'm gonna just do what I do. Nonetheless, let me know in the comments how you feel. Have you had this? Is this something you can see yourself? Like, do you feel like you need this? Like, if you already have any of those other clones, other covers, other remixes, other impressions, other inspired buys, should you spend the money to get this? I think you should. I think you should gift those. I think you should get this and give those away. And I'll pick back up a couple of those bottles so we can kind of do a comparison video at some point. But because I know somebody gonna ask, yo, you should do it. I'm gonna do it at some point. I already know I have that in mind. It's just not on the docket to do right now or today. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you haven't already. Y'all already know, hit that like button, subscribe, bell. But more than anything, let me know in the comments how you feel. Is this something you're rocking? Do you have this and something else? What are your thoughts? What are your grades? What are your opinion? Do you think I'm capping? You know what I'm saying? Do you think I'm tripping? Because I'm not. Y'all know I'm not gonna lie. Two things I'm not gonna lie about: food and fragrance. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is good. Like, I'm trying to figure out in my head, do I feel stronger about this than I do about Liquid Broom? And shout out to my boy Chico. That's saying a lot. Regardless of the grade, like, just from a feel standpoint, is that a gnat? Hey, bro, y'all know fruit flies is crazy this year. And my house is clean and I ain't got no trash, no banana. I don't know where these junks coming from. Ain't no fruit in the house right now other than in the fridge. But that's saying a lot. Man, that's so good. Let me know in the comments how you feel. Until next time, man, you guys be safe out there. Have a great weekend. You already know I appreciate y'all so much. Smell better, feel better, live better. When you smell better, you feel better. And when you feel better, life is better. And I want you to live a better life, but at a fraction of the cost that everybody else is charging you. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I see you guys. Well, I see you every day in my shorts feed. But live stream Monday. Fragrance fanatics, welcome to the attic, which is a safe place for fans and addicts. Like that wordplay, huh? Quality conversation about quality fragrances. Monday may work. We'll see. I'll let you know if you see a thumbnail, if you see it scheduled, then we're going live Monday. Until then, I'll holler at y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy.